You already know what it is. I'm just trying to live.
Hey, Steph.
Baby, go.
What?
That is your grandson lying there dead on the couch. Look at that.
No.
Look at that.
No.
Oh, hell no. This heifer killed somebody? She killed the little boy? Oh, no. Cut this whole head off.
No.
I prayed with your daughter over
100-year-old bitch.
for your dead grandson.
Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Slap that shit out of her hand, man. Somebody need to... Boy, that should have been her face, man. Fuck you mean a little kid, man? Please, man.
When a 5-year-old
Where my shit at, man?
boy suddenly dies under mysterious circumstances, investigators in Dayton, Ohio desperately search for an explanation.
Hold on. Hell no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Shit. I don't know what the hell be wrong with y'all, man. But I got the answer for all y'all issues, boy. I got an answer for all y'all problems with this shit.
What's more important to you? Someone getting in trouble or the fact that your grandson is dead? Then
Shut your bitch ass up, man. Shut up.
or walk out that door.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of Saturday, March 30th, 2024, Dayton dispatchers receive a chilling 911 call.
A child had died in his sleep. He went to sleep as he is. Please come, please.
Okay, ma'am. What is going on with your child?
He laid down, went to sleep, and I was on the couch with him. Me and my he's my grandson, and he won't wake up. He's cold as ice. His nose was bleeding. I wiped his nose, and he didn't move.
Okay, ma'am, how old is he?
5. I was babysitting him, and he's cold as ice. He's cold. He won't move.
You killed him. Fuck, nigga.
There's no breathing at all or anything?
No, nothing at all. Oh, please. I called his mom. She's on her way. Oh, God. Is somebody coming?
Yes,
Somebody
Stephanie. Was
coming?
that Stephanie? As soon as we could come, we had help on the way, okay?
Okay.
We're going to do what we can to help you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
The child would later be identified as 5-year-old Charles Anthony Brown. Police and
Man, rest in peace, little man. I don't like humans.
paramedics arrive to the scene, but it quickly becomes clear that the young boy is beyond any hope of resuscitation.
And then you got Mo in there. You just a killing motherfucker, huh? You just a motherfucking killer, huh? That's what you is, Grandma? You just a killer. Okay.
Hey, Steph.
When was the last time you saw him?
15 minutes ago, did I call you?
No. When was the last time you saw him moving?
We went to sleep, and then we all went to sleep. And then I slept on the
What time was that?
about, I can't remember, about, I guess 10 or 11 or so.
10 or 11 last night? Yeah. Okay.
An officer speaks with the child's grandmother, 58-year-old Stephanie Shanks, who was babysitting the 3 grandchildren while their mother was at work.
Does he have any health
Motherfucker knew the child dead. Didn't say nothing till the next day.
issues or anything?
No, he wasn't, nothing.
Okay, and you said you saw him last night?
Yes, about 10. I mean, he wouldn't have position, and then that's where he was at, and then I seen some.
So when you
Now, if I'm wrong, I'll take everything I said back. But it looking like you did that, bitch.
saw him, he was sleeping?
No, I got up this morning, I wiped his nose, and something coming out his nose.
Okay, so about
And
10
I
this
wiped it, the
morning?
stuff was still in the toilet. I put it in the toilet, I didn't flush it. And
Okay,
he didn't move. He didn't move. And I called his mama.
And how old is he?
5. Oh, his mama's coming.
No, it's not. It looked like you scared or something. Like you finna. You got caught. That's what that reaction looked like.
Is this brother and sister?
Yes, this twin.
They're twins?
Yes.
How old are they?
5.
5. Okay. And how was he?
3.
3?
Oh, he had nosebleeds, but that's it. That's it. He had no nosebleeds or nothing. He had nosebleeds.
Charles' sudden death.
Which one? Did he have it or did he not have it? What are you fucking talking about?
Leaves officers searching for answers, but any hope of an explanation must wait for investigators who are on their way to the scene. For now, officers outside share their thoughts on the devastating situation.
Typically, I'm one to jump
Boy, I didn't know that was a man or a woman. What the fuck?
offering to go. This was one that I really didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I was literally holding my breath, please don't, please don't. I knew it was coming.
I don't know what it is.
That's how some of you men be looking. No facial hair, just looking like that. With an Adam's apple.
Well, when you just had a kid, the last thing you want to do is go on a dead kid call.
It don't get any easier.
Yeah.
We gotta wait for mom to get here, and then we gotta call mom down and get info on the kid. We only know his name.
They don't have no birth like that. Into medical history. Stay with grandparents, right?
They stayed the night
Get
here.
the fucking body out of here.
No, so they
What the
were
hell y'all
just
doing?
visiting, supervising the kid.
Probably babysitting some up and going out, which was fine.
Once we get the information, I'll call the coroner. I'm sure he'll come out.
Ambulance right there. Put the fucking...
Suddenly, an unidentified male approaches the scene and is stopped by officers who've been instructed not to let anyone inside.
Hello. Do you know them inside of there? Yeah. How do you know them? Were you neighbors or something?
That's my girl. That's my girl kids.
Okay. Okay. Who are you to them?
I'm her daughter boyfriend.
Yeah. Unfortunately, nobody can go in there right now. So.
Seconds later, the mother of the 3 children, including the deceased 5-year-old boy, races toward the home.
Here we go.
Why?
Sorry, you can't go inside right now.
Why can't I go inside?
Come here. Come here.
Please, I just want to see my baby. Please.
No. He said we're not letting her in.
Oh my God.
We'll have to talk to her. Huh? We'll have to talk to
He
her.
woke up like this. I don't know. Oh my God. Please let me go see my baby.
That's some fucked up shit. I want to know what the fuck happened. Somebody got to get their goddamn head cut off.
Yes.
Okay. Any other medical issues?
No.
No complications?
No.
or anything?
None.
Thank you.
No.
I'm sorry.
My baby gone.
Yeah.
You should not have said that shit right there, bro. Why you couldn't wait until why you couldn't wait? Ain't nobody trying to say, now what you gonna do? Now shit finna.
Inside the house, the grandmother agrees to sign a consent to search the home, and investigators are brought up to speed on the situation.
Grandma put him down in bed 10-11 last night. That's when she last saw him out here sleeping on the couch. This morning before she called, she said he had she described it as a bloody nose. Wiped it up. The tissues are still in the toilet. And noticed he wasn't responding. Called 911. Just kind of looks like he aspirated.
Does everyone live here or grandma just babysit?
Grandma watches the kids every weekend, she says.
Okay.
She was sleeping on the couch with the 2 boys. I think she said the girl was asleep in the bed.
She was sleeping on the couch with him?
She said she was on the couch.
So did she fucking crush him? Did you fucking suffocate this kid and you knew it and you didn't say nothing till the next day?
After completing their search, investigators uncover a shocking clue that may explain Charles's sudden death, which lands Stephanie in an interrogation room. Before confronting her with their findings, they first question her about the events of the previous day. She
Yeah, what happened
explains that she
the
usually
first day?
watches the children every Saturday and Sunday while their mother works, but this time she took them in on Friday morning because their daycare was closed for Good Friday. She describes their day and evening as typical, where the children played in and out of the home until nightfall.
10 or 10:30 or 11.
When was
something
this?
like that. Blue Charles came and
24?
said, "Mom, I'm tired. I'm sleepy." I said, "Well, get up on the couch and lay down and go to sleep."
What did he look like when he said I was tired?
He didn't really look, I mean, he looked tired in the eyes, but he didn't look like, nothing I would notice.
Was he acting weird? Was he like stumbling or maybe like nodding off?
No, he was just tired, just moving slow.
He wasn't nodding off?
No.
Okay.
Stephanie gives one of the investigators permission to go through her phone,
Oh,
while the other
fucking
prepares to
understand this.
confront her with what they found inside her home.
Can you help me understand all the straws and stuff that are laying around?
She be fucking with her nose. Oh, how you know? Because, nigga, I been out here, motherfucker. That's how I know. And if you know, now you know. Shit.
Powder and substances that are laying around?
Well, that was from me doing boy earlier then, but it wasn't.
See? She was doing that. She was doing that crazy shit though. This bitch was in that motherfucker. Geeked. She said she was doing boy. That's dog food. That's heroin. That's what that is. Heroin. Kids. If you hear that, somebody say they were doing boy, that's heroin. Heroin. Yes. Black tar, powder, heroin. Fucking death. That's what it is. She was doing it.
Me doing boy.
She did. She was in that bitch. Geeked! And then passed out on that little baby and killed him. Got scared. Waited till the next day. Dumbass she couldn't find no solution. Called the police.
Damn.
Okay. You doing boy earlier as in when?
Friday.
And just for clarification, boy is heroin, correct?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. I don't like liars. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't talking shit either. I'm just gonna keep spitting facts out these damn lips.
When on Friday were you doing it?
That morning.
That morning?
Before they got there.
What? Around what time?
About 7. I had it that night, but I did it that morning. Because didn't know I had to watch the kids. I thought I had to watch them at...
No, you didn't. You did it last night, fell asleep on that boy. He died. And you woke up and he was dead.
Checking that? Yeah. You thought you had an
See? I knew I was gonna... Boy. I knew I was gonna figure this shit out fast, too.
I get it.
So I did it.
Based on the evidence and her own admission, the investigator poses a devastating theory.
I think that Charles overdosed.
No, he didn't overdose.
That's my suspicion.
I ain't think about that. Why you think that? Why you think that? She said she was doing it. Unless he was, if he got that shit in his system, this shit just turned up by 50 points. Crazy ass helper. Shouldn't have been doing it in there with them anyway.
All right, now we're gonna find out some more when he goes to an autopsy. All right, we're gonna find out some more from his blood results.
But it wasn't nothing in there when he went in the bedroom. I had did it all. It was nothing but dust on the thing. That's all that was on there.
That's all it take. And he said he was, he said he was tired. This is fucking sad.
When was he in there?
He wasn't in there. He was not in there. The little girl, she went in there late that night. It was gone then. Mm-hmm. And it was all off the straws and everything. I licked the straws because I didn't have no money.
What the hell you did? Is that a jar of Blue Magic? Why the fuck did you put a cigarette out on the top of that shit, you dumbass? What the?
That's why I did that.
When did you lick the straws?
3 days before.
What you said? When did you cut it?
I did that.
When did you lick the straws?
Lick the straws?
3 days before.
3 days before?
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, there was residue in the cigarette pack that you had with the straw on the table.
But it wasn't nothing in the cigarette pack. Honestly, I'll tell you the truth.
And here's the thing, like, I know that there might not be very much, or not an amount that you would ever pay for, or not an amount that you would consider.
But it's enough to kill a motherfucker though. That's a little baby, 5 years old. You're a fucking child. You're a baby. You're a baby to me. Not one of them you gotta hold, but you're a baby. My niece is 6. She's fucking baby.
Anything, but you and I both know that drugs to an adult, drugs to someone who uses regularly, that's going to be a different amount than someone who's small. Now, you might have had it on your fingers, you might have had it on that table, you might have had it on other things. But the thing is that you regularly have heroin in that apartment. Is that accurate?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah,
and she just telling on herself. She knew your conscience be wanting to be set free. Yeah, the conscience don't. If you got one, it don't want to hide the truth. Cause that shit just fuck with you too bad, bro. It's like, So that's what we witnessing right now. Her conscience is forcing her to tell herself. She's still a stupid ass fuck nigga too for geeking around them babies.
But
go ahead.
But it wasn't nothing in there, but dust in there. But how could dust even do anything to him?
And so when we say heroin, it's not the heroin that we are talking about.
Yeah, this is fentanyl. This ain't even heroin, no. It's just, you had a big fucking bag of dust and it was Fenty. Fenty. 2 F's. Two F's. Like Fendi.
The 90s. There's so many different forms of opioids that are killing people, and ultimately we will probably find out that this is some type of fentanyl. So you don't have to have grams to kill micrograms, especially for someone who is only 30 pounds. It's a huge amount.
Despite the explanation, Stephanie still seems to struggle with accepting the possibility.
If we find that there's some heroin in his body, correct. If we find heroin in his body, would you agree with me that you're
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do all that. We're going to pull his blood and we're going to identify what substances are in his body. Okay.
It's
I can
over.
tell you that
At
he
this
didn't
point,
just die.
we just watching the process.
Based on how he looked, his body had already started to decompose. He'd been dead for some time.
The investigator.
He was dead that night when they went when she passed out from motherfucking geeking. She passed out on that boy, crushed him. He suffocated. He probably was geeked too because of the damn residue. But I don't know, man. It's fucked.
Questioned Stephanie about where she obtained the substances. She claimed she purchased them from a man named Greg.
Oh, you knew they were going to ask where you get the drugs from.
But her reluctance to share more information about him causes the interrogation to grow increasingly more intense.
We don't know. We found it on the ground.
You want to give me some more information about Greg?
I hope Greg ain't even real.
How did you get a hold of him?
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Don't say nothing.
Here's kind of what's
you already fucked.
My opinion about you, okay? And I'm just going to be real honest, all right? Because I saw your daughter's broken heart when she saw her deceased, her dead son, who had been dead for hours, okay? I saw your grandson who had been dead for hours.
Hours earlier, neighbors, friends, and family stood witness to
could
the
not be
grieving
no
mother's
police. This
reaction
shit is
when her
fucked
son's
up.
body was moved to the coroner's van.
Y'all got something against the police, like, look what these folk gotta go through, bro. Somebody take her home, man. No, hey, man, this is
Stephanie
lame,
gives
bro.
investigators a street name, but no exact
fuck?
address,
All
along
these
with
people
a
doing
vague
around
physical
you,
description.
man, that's lame.
However, a startling discovery on her phone shifts the investigation dramatically, casting doubt on everything she said about Greg.
On your phone, who is Bonk HD?
I don't know who that is.
And you called somebody named Bonk/HD.
I don't know who that is.
Heroin dealer. God damn.
I don't know who that is.
You called him 4 times yesterday between 7:40 a.m. and 11 a.m.
As one investigator steps out of the room to take a closer look at the phone, the other continues to press Stephanie for the truth.
On a certain level, I don't care about your drug habit. What I care about is Charles is dead. Charles is over at the coroner's office right
I
now.
believe that when I hear about from the autopsy.
Well, he's dead, right?
Yes.
He's dead.
Yes.
What the fuck
He died
are
in
you
your
talking
apartment.
about?
Yes.
Okay? So if we're going to sit in here and talk, I want you to be truthful about things. Or walk out that door.
Okay. I just looked at the phone. You text Walk HD as well to buy heroin.
The what?
To buy heroin.
Why is she
You're
lying?
really starting to make me mad again. The store's always open. He's done a phenomenal job telling you that you can walk out here.
This dumb ass bitch finna get the damn dope man fucked up.
Time. You buy drugs with Bonk HD. You're lying.
God
You
damn.
being dishonest is not going to get you anywhere. There is a dead child.
Your grandbaby.
But I don't want.
For God's sake.
What you want? What the
I
fuck
prayed
you want?
to
You wanna
your
go
Lord
home?
over your
Hell
dead
nah.
grandson. Your dead grandson, and you're lying about buying drugs. Are you kidding me? Do you love your grandbabies?
No.
Do you? Then prove it. Or walk out that door.
Consistently, you lie.
Hey, what you talking about? Walk out that door, that bitch. That bitch, y'all never see this crackhead again.
And then we have to confront you with what we know, and then you tell us the
I'm in
truth.
trouble though.
It doesn't matter. There's a dead baby.
But I.
There's a dead baby. Then you for trying not to get yourself in trouble. But we have to look at this. That is your grandson lying there dead on the couch. Look at that.
No.
Look at that.
No.
Because of your actions,
Might
you're
as well.
still sitting here
You did it.
trying
Face
to
it.
deflect
Face
the
it.
truth.
No, I'm not.
Made them folk look at it.
These lights are on.
No.
The truth will come out in this room. Someone will be held responsible for this dead child.
All right, y'all. We know she did it. Let's move on to the next steps.
And what frustrates me the most is that you are unwilling to take accountability for what has happened. You have given us partial truths. That's not okay.
With confusion over Greg and the mysterious contact in her phone, the investigator presents her a final ultimatum.
Here's the thing. At the end of this, my partner and I, you, whenever you're done, we're going to walk out of this room, all right? We're going to go back to our families, all right? Charles is over there alone in a bag.
Why y'all?
And
At
tomorrow morning,
this point, bro, it's like, all right.
my partner and I are going to come in here on Easter morning, Resurrection Day, and we're going to watch the examiners examine your grandchild's baby, your grandchild's body. All right? I'm not worried about people getting in trouble and all this. All right?
Because I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
What's more important to you? Someone getting in trouble or the fact that your grandson is dead?
Nobody's not dead.
Then prove it or walk out that door.
Why he keep saying that? Why you keep acting like that? Where she gonna go, nigga? What your dumb ass on, fool? What you on? What is this man doing? This bitch ain't walking out no door. She going to jail, fool. What you talk the fuck? The fuck is he on, guys? The fuck?
Prove it or walk out. Or we can close this door and we can talk about the truth for the sake of Charles over there.
What do you want the bitch to say? What do you want the bitch to say? She know what she did. Man, you just waste some motherfucking time now. Get that bitch booked. Get her ass in the cell. And go home. Do you have a wife, sir? Or you one of them other type? You know, just move on with this shit. The fuck?
What do you want to do?
Choosing to stay, Stephanie finally reveals the truth.
He's my regular drug supplier.
He's your regular drug supplier. So I can ignore what you said about Greg. At the
Why did
store.
y'all need her to say
That
that?
was a lie. Okay.
Y'all was gonna do what y'all gonna do anyway.
Yesterday you had the case.
Yes.
And you got some drugs in the morning before they
You
were-
wanted this bitch to snitch?
But then you tried to get more drugs.
Yes.
What was different that you were trying to get more drugs?
She going to jail, now they want the dealer to go to jail too.
I wasn't
For
feeling
supplying this. I mean,
Like dope
get
shit?
it.
Despite her admission, the only way to be certain
But
is to
damn, Y'all see how they make folks snitch on people? Well, she stupid as fuck for having that in her phone like that anyway. Like, nah, you should have called him for somebody else's phone.
View the results of Charles's autopsy and toxicology report.
Science takes a minute, right?
Yeah.
So when we get those results, when we get your results and it says that, that you have maybe some heroin and some fentanyl in your system, you're not going to be surprised, right?
No.
When we find that in his system, what are you going to tell me? What are you going to tell Charles?
That I had.
This part of y'all job? Like, this what y'all gotta do as part of y'all job? Like, whatever you call this, like, what you call this? Like, you know what she did. She know what she did. She said it.
My fault, I killed him.
A post-mortem toxicology report for 5-year-old Charles Anthony Brown ruled his cause of death as
That's what they want her to
intoxication
say?
by fentanyl and other illegal substances. According to his death certificate, the approximate time between the onset of exposure and death would have been minutes. On his death certificate, the manner of death is listed as an accident. 58-year-old Stephanie Shanks pleaded guilty to felony involuntary manslaughter, as well as 2 misdemeanor charges of endangering children, and was sentenced to 4 to 6 years in prison.
Damn, that's it. Oh, boy, this bitch would have got her motherfucking dome, boy. Boy, she wouldn't even be here on this earth no more, man. Y'all be safe, man. I'm just trying to live.